What's going on, everyone? It's Brain with Jacoje Fine Jewelry, your personal jeweler. Check me out. I got the 4mm 20-inch anchor chain with the standard diamond boss cross. Yes, you heard that right. We got some new boss crosses, new sizes, new variants. Iced them out. This is the entire full review of the new boss crosses. With that being said, let's get started. Now, what is a boss cross? A boss cross is a very popular cross on Jacoje.com, not because it has the logo on the back to match the hat, just because of the overall look. The difference between this is the design, and if you look at the profile, it is thicker. That's why it's the boss cross, because I just bossed that baby up and it has the gold weight, the thickness that you want for a nice everyday chain. Something that I got this set up right here, which I love. Now, because it's done so well, I wanted to offer a little bit something for everybody, so we added the tiny size, the mini size, the standard size, and now a large size. So we have 4 different sizes that are typical with most of the pendants that I offer, and I'm very proud to do so to accommodate people that want something small, something big, or in between. So those are the new sizes, the full line of the boss crosses. Let's take a look at the new versions. First, we got the typical high polish, the tiny through large size. Next is the diamond solitaire. We put a nice diamond in the center. So if you're looking for something classic, subtle, but want a little extra ice, which is nice, you'll go with that version. Personally, that is my favorite version. And then if you want to go all out, you go with the completely flooded diamond boss cross. So those are 3 different versions which apply to all the different sizes. These are going to be sold without a chain. I will make recommendations, as well as the product page. I'll have a video review kind of talking about each pen if you want more specifics, very similar to what I'm going to talk about in this video. But what I have to tell you guys, I'll put the bail specs in the product description, but please note the end caps may vary. So like a 3mm Franco is 3mm in width in the chain length, but the end cap is a little thicker. So you got to know at the widest point or what you can get away with your chain. Like the ropes are pretty true to specs. Cuban links are okay, not including box locks, but the main thing is the Francos. So you got to know what you can fit through that bail. So if you have a 3mm Franco and a bail clearance is 3mm, it's not going to fit because the end cap on that Franco is wider than 3mm. I hope that makes sense. That's just a tip when trying to mix and match, but you can have fun, be creative, whatever link style you want, you could add it to that pendant. So I just want to give that disclaimer, but let's go over each size and talk about them. First, we got the tiny size, a new size, and I made this mainly for the women and children. Let me talk to you guys. These pendants look bigger on camera, and when I say tiny, I mean they are tiny. Trust me, it's not something that, hey, I'm just looking for this subtle look, I'm gonna go with the tiny. I'm telling you guys, this is a very small size. With bail, we got 3/4 inch total length. So again, it's not that much presence, but if you're looking for something like that or a gift, again, for women, children, it's a very good option because of the thickness, the weight. This thing is built to last. I have it paired with a 1mm diamond cut Franco around the Jacoje neck at 20 inches in length. A very subtle, you could pick your chain, just make sure it's gonna fit that bail, as well as you're a rope person. Here's the 2mm rope at 20 inches, so you go a little bit thicker to kind of keep it proportional to the pendant, but all these are great looks. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for. I would make sure the chain is proportional to the pendant and pair it like that, but nonetheless, the tiny size is great. Again, for a nice gift idea, something very subtle. On this camera, these pendants look bigger. I just want to warn you guys, so kind of keep that in mind. Think of what you're seeing it minus 10%. I'll put the video next to a quarter, the ruler, so you guys can get a clear understanding. The best that I can do and the best that you guys can kind of see and get a better idea. It's hard when you're seeing it on video. Trust me, I deal with it all the time. I'm an online business, I understand. So I try to make it transparent, but again, I label it tiny because it is tiny. Now this is where it gets confusing, complicated, and people spend way too much time from their family while watching these Jacoje videos trying to figure out if the mini or the standard is right for them. And I know the mini will work a lot. It's 1/4 inch total length, including bail. When you're putting an extra quarter, just slightly bigger than that quarter. So hold that quarter up to your chest and see if that's something you're comfortable with. That's the best recommendation for this mini size that I can offer around the Jacoje neck. I have it on a 1.5mm Franco, something strong, sturdy, durable every day. And if you're a rope person, go with that 2.5mm 20-inch rope like I have on the Jacoje neck. Again, if you're truly looking for that chain, you could the chain and pendant you could tuck in or wear out and have it very subtle, simple, the mini size is right for you. It'll work. I like the look that I have on right now, the standard cross. This to me is everyday because I am a bigger frame guy. This works. So I know a lot of people that aren't as big, the mini size, this is kind of what you want. Shrink that chain a little down and as well as go with the mini size and you're gonna have something subtle. So the big debate is always between a mini, standard. I made these minis a little bit bigger to kind of accommodate people that are really on the fence, give it extra size. So I think it'll work well for a lot of people, but some people like myself might need to go up to the standard. Speaking of standard, we got the standard next. Now 1 3/4 total length, including that bail. On the Jacoje neck, I got it with the 3mm 20" Franco, which is saying something. This is a nice pairing. I have it on a 4mm anchor, so this chain can hold those middle class. The most popular chains I sell is like that 3-4mm size rope, anchors, Francos, no matter what it is. So that is a very popular chain, that 30-gram chain. So the standard Boss Cross is a great option. Now you see it on the Jacoje neck, it might look a little bit big, but look it on a real neck like my neck, it's more subtle. So again, on the videos, these are looking about 10% bigger just from eyes filming and actually wearing them than they do in real life. So again, this is subtle. This is not something too big. If you're a rope person, I got it on the 4mm 20" rope. And again, it works for those that a lot of you guys have. The 4mm Miamis, 4mm ropes, 3mm Francos, 4mm anchors. You get the point. If you have that size chain and you want a nice pendant to pair and you're looking for a cross and it's very high quality, the standard size is a great option. Again, solitaire polished or the flooded option, depends on you, your budget, your preference, but the standard is the way to go for those style chains. Last but not least, we got the large size Boss Cross, and again, this is to accommodate those slightly bigger chains. I have it on the 4mm Franco at 20 inches. The 4mm Franco is a stud, and if you have something like that and you want that cross, the large size is it. And if you're a rope person and you got that 6mm rope, a lot of you guys do, trust me, this is what it's gonna look like. So again, if you have that slightly thicker chain, I would go with the large size Boss Cross. It looks massive on the video and it does have the presence as it keeps up with the 6mm rope, keeps up with the 4mm Franco. So obviously it's big, it's not anything overpowering, but again, it's more what you have. A lot of you guys have chains around your neck watching this video, smashing that like button of course, and you're waiting to pair a pendant. That's how it works. Trust me, I've been there. You get the chain, you love the chain, but now you all of a sudden you need something to put on the chain and you start looking. The large size, if you got those thicker ropes, will work for those size chains. So that is my tip. You don't want to have a 2mm Franco and go with a large size Boss Cross. You're gonna go something mini or standard. If you got a 5-6mm rope then and you're looking for the Boss Cross, that is the option. So large size will fit those thicker chains and you'll love it because the Boss Cross is the best cross. One last look at the Boss Crosses. I'm really proud of these designs. I love them. They're typical Jacoje, high quality, got the options and they're gonna work and people will know where you got them because overall how they look. That's what we do around here. And the theme of this video was pairing the pendant with the chain that you have. Proportional wise, a lot of people say, what's it gonna look like on this chain? Whatever chain you like today, I'm not a huge anchor person, but I'm like, I wanna switch it up. I'm gonna put the anchor on and pair it with this standard Boss Cross. That's just how it works. If you got a moon cut chain, if you got a rope chain, Franco chain, or if you want one, then go with you want and then make sure that the cross is proportional to it. And that's not too hard to figure out. Either you're gonna go tiny, mini, standard, large. The big debate is between that mini and standard. I explained it. There will be more videos on my website in the product description as well as the details that hopefully will help you guys out. And if you have any questions, recommendations, just want to ask a question about one, email me, reach out, DM me, and I'll do my best to reply and help you guys out. I appreciate you guys watching. Get yourself a Boss Cross because these things are just so classy, great for everyday wear. That's it for today's video and we'll see you on our next jewelry video.